back to I'm Divinely Faceted. All right, listen. What we have here today's free write is about energy takers. Okay, energy takers, and there is a little bit of information that I stumbled upon that I downloaded. Okay, something sent me to that, and I went for it. Okay, um, ancestors closest to the sun, please help me channel this message. Please tune into my frequency or allow me to tune into yours. Please protect me as I channel through this energy. All ancestors closest to the sun, you may remain. All others, you must leave. Okay. Um. So yeah, today's free write is energy takers here. Okay. Um. Definitely was pulling on a lot before I actually sat down. I got South Node that is on the top. All right, of the deck that I shuffled, South Node. Okay. So this is giving me like comfort zone. All right, we have to get out of a comfort zone. This is what I'm getting. The two cards, need and sacrifice, which is northeast. Okay, and then we have laguz, lifeblood. Okay, flow, water. Okay, I'm seeing need and lifeblood. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. All right, that's what I'm picking up on. That's what I got. Need lifeblood. All right, now that is very significant considering what I am talking about is energy takers. Whoever the energy takers are, no matter who they are, where they from, okay, how far they away, okay, whether or not they're relatives or whether or not they are strangers, okay, they need your lifeblood. Okay, energy takers. All right, listen, what's the odds of those cards coming out? Okay, sacrifice. If I read it different, sacrifice lifeblood. All right, what is the odds of that coming out? Okay, people will be sacrificing your lifeblood. People will be sacrificing your energy. People will be needing your energy here. Okay, that's the listen, energy takers. Energy takers, they on point. They on point. Okay, I got South Node energy here. So again, like I said, this is like clingy type of energy. People possibly wanting to cling to you. This does not have to be anybody that you even know. Okay, this could be somebody across other lands that know how to siphon energy from across the land. Okay, that type of energy here. Okay, energy takers. Life has a way of showing you that you possess an energy like no other. You find that people not only gravitate to you, but you also find that people just will not go away. Leaning upon your energy is sometimes all the life force someone has. Have you ever noticed that some people don't have original ideas? This is because their life force is artificial and not genetically attained. Everyone has had that one person that only does something because everyone else does. Energy in this world is noticeable, and good energy is rare. People shop for energy like they shop for groceries, and you can tell when someone has never had energy quite like yours. People begin to do strange things. This is why you have crimes of passion. That's really that's really called crimes of energy. Why is crime of passion the only of its kind? Why don't they have a crime of love, a crime of confusion, a crime of intimidation, a crime of betrayal? Why is the phrase crime of passion the only of its kind? That rings the most popular and has been for a long time. What it truly is a crime of energy. Crimes of passion don't happen because passion or love. It is more so because a person feels that energy is leaving, about to leave, is being shared, or not as it used to be. Your energy is what makes this world survive. The energy we generate is an electrical energy. Why do you think we have electrons? Electrons is a crucial point of your atoms and the behavior of matter. Your matter is the substance that make up all the objects in the universe. Now that you know what matter means, this is the true representation of Black Lives Matter. Okay? The matter inside of Black lives. Why is it really the only phrase of its kind? It's because black lives possess a matter that is electrically ran by the electrons that is like no other. Electricity is energy, and therefore, this is the source of life, all life. Now, all we have to do is function daily, protecting that electrical charge. When the electrical charge is running low, then that means every piece of matter that the body is made of is affected and is lacking. We all know what happens when the battery or charge runs all the way out. We don't function to the utmost capacity, and this is why the protection of our matter and energy is sacred. Not only are they draining energy, but they are also giving your computer a virus. Catch it. Your energy is vital enough to take, to tarnish, and to hide. Okay? So what I got, and then the card that came out yesterday with the rune on it is Perthro. Okay, and Perthro is the unknown or the hidden truth. Okay, so now what I got off of this free write, okay, was it was very, very crucial for me. Okay, what stood out the most is not only the fact that people take your energy, but a lot of people out here think that people are the same, okay? Because we eat, shit, sleep the same, okay? Because we function and we're the same. We do the same, okay? We bleed the same, okay? That is far from the truth, okay? If everybody was the same, there would be no such thing of going to see whether or not your blood match so you could take my blood, okay? Because if my blood don't match yours, your body will start breaking your own body down, okay, and hurting you and harming you because our blood is not the same. Okay, our matter is not the same either. Okay, this is what stood out to me the most. All right, now I know as a nurse, I know that we are electrically charged. I know that. Okay, but this hit a little bit different when I wrote it. Okay, Black Lives Matter, and it's not that Black Lives nah. It's not that, because remember, it's not about color. Okay, I have proof today that it has never been about color. That is not about color, and it will never be about color. Okay? It's about the matter. It is about the matter in the black life. Okay? Listen, a lot of people like to say that we are the same. Getting energy from us is not the same as getting the energy from somebody else, okay? And like I said, all right, for those who are offended and you're still in the mindset of racism, there is no such thing as racism. They don't hate us because of our color. They hate us because of our DNA, all right? Pull it up, Trey. Okay? Look, melanin. All right, I've already showed y'all exactly what melanin is. Okay, and so now it's a little deeper for me because it's matter too. Okay, and I'm not talking about this matters, that matters, this matters, I matter. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the gray and the white matter in your brain. I'm talking about what your whole body is made of. Matter is nothing but something that takes up space. Okay, so that is what we talking about. Okay, it is an emphasis. This is the reason why Black Lives Matter it has come out. Okay, I don't even think that was even created by a black person. Okay, I really don't even think that was created by a black person. Catch it. All right, I don't know. I'm gonna have Trey look it up, but I don't think something is telling me that wasn't created by a black person. Okay, so it was never about whether or not our lives matter and yours don't. Okay, it was never about that. It was about the literal matter that you are made of. Okay, that is specific. Now, melanin exists. I asked, why do melanin exist? Okay, people don't like to ask the certain questions. I ask certain questions. I want to know certain answers. Okay, you can say, what is melanin? Okay, and I've done it before. I've looked up melanin before, and it says it gives us the color to our hair, the color to our eyes, and the pigment for our skin. Okay, and I'm like, no, fuck that. I want to know deeper. What is melanin? Like, why do we have it? Okay, catch it. Melanin exists primarily to protect cells. Primarily to protect cells. Okay? Especially in the skin, the eyes, okay? From damage caused by ultraviolet radiation from the sun. Okay? It acts as a natural sunscreen. And I know people probably like, I read that before, I read that before, I read that before, but you ain't read it like I read it, okay? I'm about to explain it to you. It acts as a natural sunscreen by absorbing UV rays and dissipating their energy, preventing them from reaching and harming the DNA within the cells, quote unquote. Preventing them from reaching the DNA and harming, I'm sorry, yeah, preventing them from reaching and harming the DNA within the cells. That's right here. Okay? So now that we got this little key piece of information, the melanin was created to keep the sun from harming the DNA within the cells. So now the question that nobody has ever asked, because we wasn't on this mind frame of thinking, why is it that our DNA was supposed to be protected from this harm? Okay? Why was I given the melanin to keep the sun from reaching and harming my DNA? Okay? Why don't you, okay, if you are white or if you are another color, why don't you have the same protection over your DNA? Okay? So what is it about my DNA that's different from your DNA? Okay? It has never been about color. I've told y'all before, it is about DNA. I could be pale white. I told y'all this before. I could be pale white. Just as long as I got my DNA. Just as long as I still got my DNA. Okay? This is the energy. It has never been about color. This is not about racism. This is not about that. All right? If it's about any type of racism, it's that hatred for the DNA. Okay, the question that nobody has ever asked, okay, because we wasn't looking up melanin and looking at it in the way that I am looking at it, okay? It says that melanin it exists. It exists. Melanin is only here and exists to give us the color and to protect us from the UV rays and to protect the DNA. So why protect my DNA and why is yours not protected? That is the question. And I know nobody knows the answer. You should want to know the answer to why your DNA is not protected. What is so sacred about my DNA that is protected? Why isn't your DNA protected? Like, this is what we need to be finding out. Okay, this is the reason for all of the tarnishment of the food. This is the reason for all of the stuff that's in the water. Okay, because they're trying to tarnish and destroy the DNA. It don't have nothing to do with your skin. If that was the case, you'd have had all these lotions out here that would have been messing up our skin. Or we will be ugly by now. We will be all bumped up. We will be all old. We will be all, if it was about the skin color, everything in whatever we use on our body would have turned us into a different color by now. If it was about the color, it is not about the color. And anybody that is on this channel in my comments still talking about this is racism, you stuck. You are stuck because we are not talking about the color. Okay? It's people here that ain't gonna want to accept this. It has never been about the color. What I want to know is why aren't white people and other people that are very light with no melanin, okay, or very little melanin, not enough to protect you, why don't you have the protection from the UV rays? Okay? Why don't you have the protection, butterfly? Why don't you have the protection from the moon? Okay? And I genuinely want to know. So if you do the research, put it in the comments because I'm about to be researching this. Okay? I listen. What's ringing in my head loud and clear is we are the same. We are the same. We are the same. We are the same. I just showed you that we not. I just showed you that we not. Okay? I just showed you that we are not the same. Because my DNA is protected and yours is not. And we don't know why. Okay? We are not the same. Okay? You cannot walk up in no blood bank and get no A negative, A positive, nothing blood that don't match you. You cannot walk up in anywhere and get a blood transfusion unless they see whether or not that blood matches you. So I can cut my arm and you can cut your arm, and yeah, it'll be red. The same. It'll be red, but we talking about that surface level. That's surface level. We're the same if you're saying we're human. We're the same. However, we're not the same when you go all the way in them cells and all the way in that DNA. And I want to know, why is my DNA, the melanin DNA, protected? And why is the other not protected? That's what I want to know. Genuinely want to know. Okay? Now listen, the DNA that we have, okay, it's something that's needed. All right? It's something that's needed for lifeblood. It's something that's needed for a flow. It's something that is needed. Our DNA is needed out here, okay? This is what I'm picking up on. Now, what I got in the downloads, all right? Last night I got overindulgence. Okay, I don't know if somebody was overindulging in something here, but all of this came together and it painted a picture of lust. Okay, I got who's who. Okay, I don't know if somebody was playing guess who or just who's who is what I got. I got sacred memorial, and then I got memo. All right, I don't know if somebody's nickname is Memo, but I got that right after memo. Okay, I got a night out, and I got crucial victory, and I channeled outcast. All right, and it was the song group, but I also picked out somebody being cast out. Okay, the song that I channeled was Hey Ya. Okay, don't want to meet your daddy, just want you in my caddy. Okay, and then Shake It and Polaroid Picture. Now all of these together, overindulgence, who's who, a night out, crucial victory, and outcast. Okay, Shake It and Polaroid Picture. This gave me a picture of lust. Okay, this is people overindulging in sex. This is what I'm getting. The who's who. What I picked up specifically when I wrote who's who was people are not identifiable anymore. You don't know if it's a man, you don't know if it's a woman. Okay, this is what I picked up here. A night out and overindulgence. Okay, that gave me a complete lust. Okay, outcast. All right, a specific group of people has been outcast. Who are these group of people that has been outcast? Polaroid Picture. Okay, and that, I don't, for some strange reason, it gave me corn. Okay, P-O-R, corn. I know I ain't, my lips ain't forming it because I can't say it over here. Okay, but this is what this gave me. Okay, now I had drew a arrow up off of crucial so I can look up what crucial really means, because when it came out with crucial victory, I'm like, okay, I can't put it together. All right, so it said decisive or critical, especially in success or failure. Okay, and it's crucial that somebody wins. Somebody has to win at all costs. Okay, this is giving me the energy of what somebody did to this world to win at all costs. Okay, when I drew an arrow up, immediately Taiwas came to me, which is this one here. Okay, this one came to me immediately, but when I went to go look it up, I seen that it was a Norse god named, I guess, Tyr or Tyr, Tyr, and I immediately channeled Tyrone. Okay, so somebody's name is Tyrone. All right, I'm also picking up Erykah Badu's song right now, You Better Call Tyrone. Okay, it's that type of energy here. This is what I'm picking up, but I definitely got lustful energy, and it wraps into crimes of passion here. Okay, so it's pulling me into South Node. Okay, there's a lot of South Node energy here that is lost in passion. Okay, or lost in lust. All right, this is what I'm getting here. Okay, energy takers as well. Okay, I'm also getting is something with two things that don't match. All right, the energy will never come together. Okay, two things that do not match, or two things that don't go together, the energy will never come together. The DNA will never come together. Okay, there is an ulterior motive of what I'm picking up on. Okay, if they can't have it, they want to sacrifice it. This is what I'm getting. If they can't have that, if they can't take that energy, All right, very specific energy, okay? And not everybody possesses the very specific energy. If they cannot have it, they want to sacrifice it. All right, this is the energy I am getting. When I see Northeast, I think about how they hung Jesus on a cross. This is what I see. All right, this is how I remembered it as sacrifice. This is how I know it when I see it, okay? Because I think about how they did Jesus, okay? The blood that he have, the DNA that he have, okay? If you cannot control it, if you cannot do anything with it, okay? If you cannot grab it, if you cannot take it, they want to sacrifice it, okay? This is what I am getting when it comes to energy takers, okay? Be very, very mindful. They don't have to be anybody that you know to take your energy, and this is what is unknown here, okay, with Perthro coming out. All right, the message that I got, the 6 cards that I pulled, one was Laguz. This one came out yesterday. Okay, I got Perthro. All right, I got Gable, I got Taiwaz, I got Iwaz, and I got Ingwaz. Okay, was is significant. Was, but I'm getting was. Okay, so this is past. Okay, could be something in the past. All right, but Laguz was flow. Perthro is by chance. Gable is exchange. Taiwaz is victory. Iwaz is stability. And Ingwaz is new beginning. So what I got from that was your blood is your flow, your lifeblood. Nothing happens by chance. They are purposely attempting to exchange your energy for theirs, securing a victory, stability, and a new beginning. All right. Now, I was so concerned and wrapped up in this that I had to ask a question to the rooms. Okay. And I've never done that before. I said, what happens to the collective? Because I'm thinking, if these people are harnessing our life force, if they are harnessing our energy, what happens to the collective? Okay. Othala came out. All right, let me show you. Othala, this came out. This is ancestry. Okay. I got Urus that came out. Okay. I got Othala. I got Urus. And this came out in reverse. Okay. So what this is, ancestry, vital power, and then joy and wishes is in reverse. Okay. So I asked, what happens to the collective? All right. If these people are harnessing our energy, what happens to the collective? All right. This tells me you are being drained of your bloodline's ancestral vital power. Okay. Therefore, no joy or manifestations of your wishes by it being in reverse. Protect, protect, protect is what I got here. Okay. This is the energy. All right. We have to be very, very mindful of our energy. A lot of my readings and a lot of my free writes is about protecting your energy. Okay. This is what I am getting. Listen, if you thought about what I said about that DNA, if that just won't leave your head, okay, do the research. Like I said, I am going to do the research as well because I want to know, all right, if your Google has that melanin it exists to protect the DNA within the cells, why don't it exist for everyone? Okay, why doesn't it protect the DNA that exists in the cells of everyone? I want to know that. And I'm sure if you are not melanin, you should want to know too. All right, this is the energy. Okay, I don't want to go off into this rant of the privilege that people been throwing around for all of these years. Okay, because then I'm gonna start asking, what was the privilege? Like, what made you privileged? Can you show me per Google what made someone privileged? Okay, so I'm not even gonna go off into that, but I did find that this DNA right here is protected. And you know that it is protected if it has this brown covering over it. So now why Does not everybody in this world have a brown covering over their skin to protect their DNA? Why? That's what I want to know. That's what I want. Did the same person create me, create you? Okay? This is the questions we should be asking, bro. We should not be on no surface level ass religion ass shit. We should not be on that. We should not. Okay? We should not. It shouldn't be that surface level. It should not. It should not be so surface level that we are all the same. We just ended with we are all the same. It should not be that surface level. Because it's beneath the surface. It's more beneath the surface. We have to be asking questions out here. Okay? You have to really ask, why were we hated all of these years? Why were our ancestors enslaved? Why? It wasn't the color. It was not the color. It wasn't the color. Okay? Lion. Okay? It could be the DNA of the lion here. Okay? It's the light that they did not want you to have. It's the light that you carry. All right? It's deeper than the color of the skin. All right? It's deeper. I just showed you today. All right? It's the DNA. I said it the other day. It's not the color of the skin. It's the DNA within. I said it the other day, and I just happened to find it today. Okay? Listen. Pisces. In reverse here, okay? Somebody could be Pisces. Somebody could also be Leo here. All right? You could have a Leo draining from a Pisces. This is what I'm getting here. Okay? Two fishes linked, okay? This is giving me you are not the same. Okay, this is what I'm seeing here. You are not the same. It's no two fishes that is linked in this case. This is what I'm seeing. Fourth house, family, Cancer. Okay, what is this? What is this fourth house? This could be somebody in your family. Somebody in your family may be wanting to sacrifice you. This is what I'm getting here. I'm seeing the moon, emotions, feelings, instincts, okay? Take note of how many people flock to you, okay? I'm picking up on the energy that you should be very, very cautious when around the moons, okay? There's people that is going to flock towards you around the moon, okay? Now remember, the moon controls the tide, all right? The moon controls the water, and I am getting that your genetic makeup, whoever I'm talking to, your genetic makeup is being controlled by the moon, okay? Stay hydrated. This is what I'm getting. Around the full moon, stay hydrated here because the moon controls the tides, okay? This is the reason for imbalance around the moon times, all right? If the moon pulls the water, if the moon controls the tide, if the moon controls water, period, the water that you have in your body is also being controlled. Okay, this is the energy that I am picking up on. So stay hydrated when the full moon comes. All right, this is the reason why people start acting wild. This is the reason why people start acting crazy, because their water level is low within their body, and when the moon goes to pull and push that water, is an imbalance. Okay, because it's barely none there. So stay hydrated when it comes to the moon. Okay, also around the full moons, people, you will notice that people are flocking towards you. Okay, I'm getting that something very specific, possibly about this past moon or the moon that is coming. Humbly speaking, your existence tops the list, okay? It's something about people flocking to you during a certain moon, okay? But these people that is going to be flocking to you will not have the right water balance within them, okay? So it's going to cause them to act a little strange, a little weird. This may be family members. This is what I'm seeing. This may be happening at your home or at somebody else's home here, okay? This is the energy that I am picking up on. Humbly speaking, your existence tops the list. People know who you are, okay? People see who you are, okay? They can tell who you are. Around the times of these moons, okay, they can feel the energy, okay? This is what I'm getting here, okay? You might feel people pulling on your energy, and it don't have to even be family, all right? Like I said, this could be somebody across the water. This is somebody who knows how to control matter. This is somebody who knows how to control energy, okay? And in that case, like I said, it's the Black Lives Matter, okay? It's the matter within the Black lives that matters the most. Okay, this is what I'm picking up here, okay, because there's a reason why the DNA is protected, and we need to know why. I need everybody looking for that. Now, not just my color. I need everybody looking for that. All right, everybody should want to know. All right, this is what I am picking up on. Give me more here. Ninth house, belief system. That came out in reverse though, okay? Belief system, education, and travel, okay? This is something people do not want you to know, okay? When it comes to ninth house, this could be a Sagittarius here as well, or somebody who believes they're a Sagittarius. They're really Ophiuchus, okay? But I'm getting very heavy energy with belief system being here in reverse is the power of your presence, okay? Belief system, education, and in reverse. It's in reverse. All right. I'm getting that whoever these people are, they don't want you to travel no further than what the I was just about to cuss. Than what they put out here, okay? They don't want you to go no deeper into no type of belief system here. This is what I am seeing, all right? It is the power of your presence, okay? Your presence is not just powerful just because. Your presence, your DNA has a glow. Your DNA has something in it, okay? That is, it speaks of your power, okay? I'm hearing lion DNA. This is what I'm seeing here. Karma is showing to me in reverse. Hidden emotions. This is something, again, they do not want you to know. They do not want you to investigate this here, okay? You have a life source about you, a very strong life source. I think they want to be careful with you, okay? You have a life source, and I think they want to be careful with you, okay? So I'm getting that there is people out here. I didn't even pull a room. There is people out here that is trying to play with your energy. My nose is itching like mad, okay? There is people out here that is trying to play with your energy, but they're not just playing with your energy just to be playing with it, okay? They are trying to get this energy. They are trying to harness this energy, okay? There's something about you in particular. It is something about you, okay? Only one came out. It is something about you. This is Gable. This is SEX. All right. That speaks of that lust that I had in my downloads. This speaks of exchange. Okay. And this speaks of gifts. All right. There is something about you. It is your gifts. All right. This is something that they want to exchange. Okay. This is something that they want to swap out. This is the reason why you have a lot of these movies out here that's showing that they're doing something like Get Out. Okay, it's showing you that they're trying to put this person's mentality in this person's mentality. Okay, it's showing you the superiority of a whole DNA. Okay, of a whole DNA line. All right, this is what they're showing you. It's not in everybody. Okay, this is what I'm picking up on. It is not in everybody. All right, something very, very specific here. Okay, we're talking about specific genetic makeup. All right, don't punish yourself for being awake. Okay, do not punish yourself for being awake. There is going to be people around you that don't want you to be awake, but also they are trying to remain asleep as well, because what they know this life to be, what they know it to have for hundreds of years. Okay, what they know is what they still want to keep, what they want to believe in. Okay, there is nobody in this world other than possibly the black people that want things to shift and change in a truthful nature. Okay, there is nobody who is willing to say, yeah, we did this and we did this because of this. You not gonna find that. Okay, so you have to find it yourself. You have to search for that yourself. Okay, there is deeper reason to why things happen with our ancestors, very deep reasons. Okay, and this is possibly the reasons why things are happening in the world. Okay, I'm thinking about the moon and I'm thinking about water, and hurricane. They say hurricane is a spirit, or it is a female. Okay, they say it is anything that has I guess hurt the black race or tortured the black race. Okay, that place is liable to get hit by a hurricane. Okay, this is what they saying. Okay, they say that it is, I forget how long ago I heard this, but they say that the hurricane is feminine and it starts beneath the water here. Okay, and what I'm picking up on right now is all of the bodies that is in the ocean. Okay, all of the black bodies that is in the ocean. Okay, it is like listen, it's real deep. It's real deep. Okay, I'm seeing balance in reverse. Okay, somebody switched it, somebody changed it, somebody is not telling the truth about everything, and it is our duty to bring the truth to the front line. Okay, this is what I am seeing here. All right, it is our duty to bring the truth to the front line. You download in speed mode. It was in reverse. I turned it around. So this is somebody who do not harness the gift here. Okay, prejudice. Why did this? I don't use these cards, okay? Why did this fall off onto the table? Prejudice, okay? And it still exists to this day, but it's not because you hate the color of my skin. That's just what it has been brought to, okay? Those people that are in that prejudice state now, they're in the trapped in a mind warp that it is about the color of the skin, because they don't know what it was about originally. It was never about the skin. It was about the DNA. But just like you lose information along down the line, just like you lose any other type of information, those people lost the information as to why they truly hated us. Okay, and so they revamped it into be, oh, it's because of the skin, it's because of the skin. But that's because the old people, they went on ahead and died off, and so the story was not passed down, and so people thinking that it's the skin, and it is not. All right, and this is the reason why we have that going on now. All right, it has never been about the skin. Okay, some people know this and some people don't know this. Okay, some people want it to come out and some people don't want it to come out. Okay, you have your people who know they're not gonna say nothing, but they're not against you finding out on your own. All right, and this is what we have to do. It is about that ancestral power. That's what it's about. It's about the ancestral power. Okay, all of this witchcraft that you hear that the industry is using, they're only letting it tumble out like that because this is rising. Okay, they're only letting it spew out and spill out like that. You see them using 222. Like, who was that? Somebody went and did a little baseball thing, and she had 222 on her back. I think that was Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, so now as this is rising, as angel numbers and all of that is rising, you got the industry that's using it so that it looks like it's connected to them, so that it looks like it's tied to them. Okay, so that when they fall, they're gonna demand that this fall too. Because you using 222 like they did and they was evil. You using this like they did and they was evil, okay? What they're doing is using our culture in the wrong way. That is what they are doing, okay? The things that you hear that the industry is doing. The industry is functioning off of passion. That's all they functioning off of, okay? There's a lot of hidden truths, a lot of hidden secrets in the industry here, okay? They are doing, you hear about the rituals, all right? Ritual is not a bad thing, okay? But because that's where you hear it being done at, you're gonna assume and you're gonna think that is a bad thing, okay? A ritual could be, you do a ritual every day. If you wash your ass every day, that is a ritual. That is a ritual. Something that you do routine. If you go to work for this person every single day, that is a ritual. You are performing a ritual for the man who owns this company every single day. Okay? That's what a ritual is. A ritual is simply routine. That's it. Okay? So when you hear them doing rituals, all right, it's something that they're doing to harness power from what they know about and what we don't. Okay? And this is the reason why you have those industry people getting offed. All right? It's coincidental that, oh, they were on drugs. Oh, they OD'd. Oh, it was this, and oh, it was that, and it's always the same with every last one of them. If it works, why they gonna fix it? If it work, why they gonna change it and do it a different way? Okay, this is the reason why these people in the industry get off, because they get the information. All right, when they sell their soul, okay, that little part of selling their soul, okay, they say, yeah, I do this and yeah, I do that in exchange for this inner energy, this information, in exchange for this. And they get the aha, but they in the industry. And they get to knowing about all of what I'm doing. And they get to knowing about the clairs. And they get to knowing about this. And they get to knowing how to make stuff happen for them. They get to knowing how to manifest. Beyonce. They get to knowing all of this, okay? So now they're trying to attach Oshun and Nephi and all of that to all of them so that it'll look evil. So that we'll think of it as evil. So, okay? Because they don't want this to rise at all. So they're attaching it to what we are going to be soon considering it to be evil. Okay? Because they rocking it, or because they doing it. Okay, this is the energy here. You have to be very mindful of the games that they are playing. They are attaching this type of stuff to that. Okay, now when they go and they sign their life over and they get this information here, once they get out, once they leave, once they done, you done, you out, you gone, because you are at risk for using this for yourself, or you are at risk for telling somebody else how to use it and how to do it. Okay, this is what I am getting, and I'm not talking about doing magic. I'm talking about waking up to something. I'm talking about waking up to your gifts. Okay, this is the energy. Like I said, if there was a Jesus, and I think it was many Jesuses. Okay, I think it was many Jesuses, not just one. This is the reason why it was 3 people hung at the same time with him. Okay, this is the reason. All right, this is the reason why Peter denied him. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know. That's the reason, because everybody that knew what he knew and practiced what he practiced, they were getting hung too. Okay? This is the reason. All right, look at all of these witch movies. Start looking at the witch movies and see what's going on with the witch movies, okay? With the witch hunt. Think about it. They put the word witch on it. They put the word witch on it. Okay? They don't want nobody being able to do. Okay? They don't want nobody knowing. All right? And like I said, this DNA right here, it do something different. That DNA that's within there, they got different memories. Okay? They got different backgrounds. All right? They can remember far, far, far. Okay? You never know what my DNA holds for me. Okay? You never know what it is that your DNA holds for you. Okay? Your DNA might just go back to slavery. Okay? My DNA might go back to Aztec. My DNA might go back to the ancient Egyptian gods. Okay? And this is what they are trying to hide. You never know what is in that DNA. Okay? You never know what memory this person is going to have when they wake up. And this is the reason why there is a fear of this wake up. This is the reason why there is a fear in spirituality. And this is the reason why they are going to try to make it fall and make you turn against me and me against you. Okay? This is the reason. Okay? They don't have these movies to purge for no reason. Because if they ever did that, guess who they coming for? People like me. Okay? The woke people, the people that can see, the people that can hear, the people with their clairs. If they ever had a purge, they're coming for a certain people. Just like during slavery, they came for a certain people. Okay? It is not God's people, quote unquote, and per the Bible, that is going to be persecuted in the end. Okay? Well, that is true. But God's people is not who you think God's people are. Catch it. Okay? It is not the people in the church. In the end, you will see us being persecuted, okay? Time only repeats itself. Time only repeats itself. All those witches that was drug out in the streets and burned, that was God's people. Okay? Think about it, catch it, and do the research. Listen, a lot of people want to know, who is she? Who is she and where does she come from? Who is she? I'm divinely faceted. Okay? Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe so that this message, hit the like button, so that these messages on this channel go far and go wide. Okay? Put it in the comments where you from. I want to know where this channel, how far this channel reaching so far. I want to know how far this channel reaching. I know where my other channel reach. I seen the Netherlands. I seen Europe. I seen the Philippines. Put it in the channel. How far this channel going? Okay? Because we need to get this everywhere. All right? It's not about race at all. Okay? It's about that DNA. All right? I'm divinely faceted. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you on the next one.